Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Letty and we are back with another video. Today we're going to be doing a movie called Barbarian. I have thought about doing this movie, but I wasn't sure, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay, let's get started. The movie starts off with a girl outside of a house and she's on her phone. It's raining. Apparently she's trying to rent out an Airbnb for the night. Now she's trying to get the key out of the lockbox and it's just not happening for you, girl. Now, if I was her, I would be a little concerned because it's dark. Look at this neighborhood. It doesn't even look appealing. She's trying to call the owner of the Airbnb and he is not answering the phone. One thing about me, I will dispute it with my bank. She goes back to the car because of course it's raining. And when she gets in the car, a light from a window inside the house that she's supposed to be in cuts on. She gets out the car to investigate. Turns out there's somebody already in the house. He comes to the door and oh my God, Pennywise? Nah, I'm just kidding. It's Bill Skarsgård, but that's Pennywise to me. She starts questioning him. She's like, who are you? And he's like, who the hell are you? She's like, well, ain't this 123 Bowberry Lane? And he's like, I don't know. Well, you don't know. He's like, I don't live here, girl. I'm renting. She's like, wait, I'm supposed to be renting too. Hold up. What you talk about? She pulls out her phone and shows him that, look, I'm supposed to be renting this house tonight, not you. He's like, well, what you want to do? Because I'm not leaving. I paid too. Now, I get that this might be creepy because who the hell is this man? And there's nobody around if I scream. Tonight, girl, it's either you sleep in your car, you try to go to the next town, or you just make it work. But if Bill Skarsgård opens the door, we all float down here. Now, oh girl, she's looking at Bill Skarsgård. I'm gonna call him Pennywise. She's looking at Pennywise and she's like, can you show me your reservation? Girl, you're already in the house. He's guarding the front door. You should have asked for that while you were on the front door step. Who knows what this man is capable of? While she's on the toilet, she's going through his things. Like, girl, you should have never came in here if you were this skeptical. You should just went on about your merry way. She's backing up and she gets startled by Bill Skarsgård, who shows her that he is indeed renting the same place as her. It's just a mix-up. He's not a creep. Calm down. She's telling Bill Skarsgård that, you know what, you can have this place. I'm just gonna get in the car, try to find somewhere to go. And he tells her, in your car? I don't think that's a good idea. Like, have you seen this neighborhood, girl? It's a little dangerous. Like, and then I don't know if you're gonna find a hotel because there's like a doctor's convention in town. Like, everything gets booked up, girl. You might as well just stay here. Pennywise offers her some wine and some tea and she's like, I don't want it. Girl, look at Bill. Get you a glass of wine. But honestly, you know, in this situation, you can't trust anybody, all right? They might Bill Cosby you. Let's just be honest. Bill Skarsgård tells her, listen, I'll take the couch, you can take the bed, like it's no big deal. We'll call the guy tomorrow, we'll get our money back, free stay tonight, you know? He's proposing a good deal, but at the same time, I don't know you, sir. Now, when she gets in her room, she realizes that the guy that she's staying with, his name is Keith. We finally have a name for him. Keith left his wallet in her room and she takes it upon herself to go through his wallet and take a picture of his license. You know, that's very safe precaution. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. But it's also like an invasion of privacy. So I get both parts. But yeah, she goes and she washes up and she's about to get ready for bed, even though she's sleeping in the house with a stranger. She comes out the bathroom and Keith is sitting at the table with 2 glasses and a bottle of wine. He's like, yeah, you wanna drink some wine? And she's like, I already told you no, bro. I don't know you. Like, how many times I have to say this? She's sitting down at the table with Keith and he's drinking his little wine and he's like, well, what brings you to town? And she's like, a job interview. And he's like, oh, for what, if you don't mind me asking? And she's like, I'm doing a documentary for Catherine James. And he's like, oh, Catherine James? Oh, I don't know her. Has she done anything I know? And she's like, yeah, she made a movie about jazz last year called Blue Easy. And he's like, oh, I saw that. She's like, you're lying. You saw Blue Easy? We all know that shit was not that good, bro. You saw that for real? And he's like, yeah, I saw it. And she's like, nobody's seen that movie. And he starts explaining the movie and she's like, oh shit, you did see that movie. Damn, that's crazy. She wakes up in the middle of the night and something is like screeching. It's making a weird noise. She wakes up and she realizes that her door is open. And she looks out the door and she sees that Keith is actually asleep on the couch, having a nightmare. Who the hell opened my door? I finally looked up the girl's name. Her name is Tess. Tess comes out of her room and is standing over Keith while he's having a nightmare. He ends up waking up, scaring the shit out of both of them. And she's like, bro, my door was open. I just didn't know if you had got up or if you were making noises. And he was like, bro, you scared the shit out of me. What's really going on? She ends up going back to bed and going to sleep, and she wakes up the next morning and her door is shut. Nothing opened her door. Now she reaches for her phone and she's late for her interview. Keith leaves her a note that says he had to run somewhere, so please leave the key in the lockbox and break a leg today at the interview. Now it's daytime, so she steps out and she finally sees what the neighborhood is looking like. Baby, absolutely not. I'm not staying another night here. Now Tess goes to her interview and it goes well, and as they're leaving, the lady is like, oh my god, so you're in town, where are you staying in? And she's like, an Airbnb over in Brentmore. The lady's like, over in where? Girl, you in the hood. They didn't take the tires off your car? They didn't take your catalytic converter? She comes back to the Airbnb and all I could think about is getting my shit and dipping out. Like, I'm not staying here another day. Shit is really weird. My spider senses are tingling. Shout out to Peter Parker. Now, as she's getting out the car, a man comes running up and is like, hey, little girl, no, don't go in that house. And she's like scared to death, trying to get this key out because remember she put it in the lockbox earlier. Now, apparently she has to go to the basement to get tissue. And when she tries to come up out of the basement, the door shuts slowly and locks her into the basement. While she's in there, she realizes her phone is on the table and she didn't leave the key for Keith to get into the house. Now she has to figure out a way to get out of the basement. She finds some string that's hanging from the wall and she begins to pull it and it starts opening up a secret pathway. Now this pathway is dark as hell. I mean blacker than black, blackety black. And I know you're not finna go down there. You don't even have your cell phone to use the flash. She says nope. Absolutely, ma'am. I approve your choice, all right? Tess uses a mirror to redirect the light down this black ass hallway. I've seen this before in The Fifth Element, and mirrors do work that way, but the light is not gonna reach all the way to the back like you need it to be. I'm, again, not going down this black ass hallway. I don't care how much light is showing. She goes down this dark ass hallway, goes into a room and sees that there is a camera set up pointing towards a dirty ass bed and a dirty ass bucket in here. I don't know if it's because I don't play that shit or what, but I'm out of here. I'm packing my shit and I'm busting down this door. You can charge me if you want to, but I'm leaving. I will dispute it with my bank. Tess is very afraid, as she should be, but she realizes that Keith is at the door ringing the doorbell and knocking on the door. She's like, bro, get me the hell up out of here, please. I'm stuck. I need help. So he helps her through this window and she ends up getting out. Now, if I would have got back up in this house, I would have got my shit and I would have skedaddled. End of movie. Now, when they get upstairs and she's in the house, she tells Keith, listen, it's like a dungeon down there. There's a bed, there's a camera, there's a bucket. He's like, I'm about to go see for myself. And she's like, no. Absolutely not. You cannot go do that. And he's like, I'm about to just go see. And she's like, no, I'm about to dip. And he's like, stop. No. Don't try to stop me. I'm about to leave. I know what I saw and I'm freaking leaving. He's pleading with her like, let me just go check. Let me go look. You go look, but baby, I'm leaving. Now, I am more of the I told you the first time type of person. He's telling her, wait for me, I'm going downstairs. In case I get locked down there, I might need you to come get me. Now, I told you the first time what was down there and I'm leaving. You get stuck, that's on you, baby. I cannot believe she agreed to this mess, this madness. This is absolutely ridiculous. Now, she's sitting here on the steps yelling for Keith's name. He's not answering. You know what that means? It's time to go. Now, the door does the same thing that it did before, and it tries to close on her. But best believe she caught that door real quick, and she ends up putting a chair against the door so it cannot close. Now, it's been damn near 5 minutes, and you ain't found Keith yet. There is no way I am going down here. I am sorry. I told your ass not to go down here. You went anyway. That's on you. Tess gets down here and sees dog cages with bowls in it. She starts crying, screaming for Keith. You know, this all could be ended right here if you just took your ass back upstairs. got your keys, and left. She ends up seeing Keith crawling, and she's like, Keith, what's going on? He's like, help me. And she's like, what's going on? Now, Keith is like, listen, stop all that hollering. Shut up right now. Is somebody else down here with us? Somebody done bit me. I'm sorry, who the hell done bit you? All right, we gotta go. We have to go immediately. There is no hold on, wait, no. We're leaving now. Let's go, Pennywise. I'm not playing with you. Right as Keith is panicking, telling her we cannot go that way, we have to go this way, a big, naked, saggy lady comes up and grabs Keith's head and turns him into ground beef. Spaghetti, anyone? We get to this clip where Derry from Jeepers Creepers is driving and singing a song. Apparently, he is the owner of the Airbnb. While he's on the phone, he is legit getting fired from a show that he's on. Apparently, he's an actor and he did some grimy things and he's fired. So now he's panicking. He's gonna have to sell his Airbnb to basically get this money to pay for his lawyer, because what he did to get fired was the unspeakable. Now, Justin Long is pissing me off. His name in this movie is AJ. Now, he pisses me off because he comes in the Airbnb and immediately starts doing dumb shit. He moves the chair that Tess has put there so they can get out of the basement because the door shuts. That pissed me off. He goes in the bathroom and realizes, oh my God, somebody's toiletry bag is in here. There's shampoo here. There's the toothbrush here. Oh my God. You think that he puts one and one together and makes two? Absolutely not. Now he calls the property management that he's working with and he's like, it's AJ Gilbride. She's like, oh, AJ, hi. He's like, is there somebody staying here? And she's like, not that I know of. I'm sorry. Did you not just get money from two people for staying here? Like, I'm totally confused. What's going on? He's like, do we know when the last tenants checked out? Because I'm pretty sure somebody's staying here. She's like, no, nobody's staying there. Oh my God. What the hell is going on? And instead of figuring out whose items are in his house, he decides to go to a freaking bar. Now he gets home from the bar and clearly he is wasted, like he's in GTA. He calls the girl who is basically suing him and got him fired from his acting job because he was harassing and assaulting her. He ends up calling and leaving a voicemail. Sir, this is not going to help you in your case. They're going to pull this voicemail up and be like, yep, he did that shit. And you're going to jail. The next morning, after he slept off his cheap alcohol from the bar, he hears noises and he ends up going to that same door that was propped open with the chair. I'm sorry. You're like a day too late, sir. You should have been worried about why this door was propped open and why people's things are here. But you weren't. This is why you pissed me off. He gets dressed up and is looking for a knife because he's about to go downstairs and he's acting like he's about to go shank somebody. But your track record in scary movies is pretty sad. I mean, Jeepers Creepers took you, chopped you in half and took your eyeballs. He goes to this door and pulls the same string that Tess has pulled, and he looks surprised. Did you not renovate this house? Did you not check the basement? Did you not know that this shit was down here? He sees the same room that Tess saw with the camera, the bed, and the bucket. It does not faze him. Instead of calling the police or somebody to help him, he proceeds to go downstairs to measure the basement. Because since it's extra square footage, that means extra coin. You're going to hell. I'm sorry, you're going to hell. He gets to this room that's stinky and has a TV in it and is trying to teach people how to breastfeed. I don't know. Are you not concerned about how this TV is playing and who's been in here? You're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. Please excuse my French. Now, his tape measure ends up getting pulled away while he's watching this breastfeeding video, and he uses his flashlight and the knife that he drops like he's gonna stab somebody. He ends up dropping the flashlight and it's doing this flickering shit, and I already know that that naked lady is gonna come and snatch his ass right up, which she ends up doing. She ends up chasing Derry down a hole where she ends up locking him in with a gate. And he's freaking out, and that's when Tess comes up and tells him to shut the hell up. We get a flashback to when the neighborhood was good. There's a man coming out of the house and he's locking the door, and this neighborhood looks like you could just have a good cookout outside with your family. The neighbors might stop by. Now, this creep has just bought like baby supplies and that video that we seen Justin Long watching about breastfeeding. Now My ears are perking up and my spidey senses are tingling because are you the one who built the dungeon? My spidey senses were right. He was following a lady in a blue car who was getting her groceries. Why are you watching her and what the hell are you doing? He has a worker's uniform in his trunk and proceeds to put it on and goes to that girl's house. He knocks on the door. He's acting like a plumber. He ends up going into the girl's bathroom and he's locking windows and shit. Hell nah. Now, when the creep gets home, he's approached by his neighbor who lets him know that they're still in their house because the neighborhood's going to shit. And he asks him, he's like, Frank, are you leaving? And he's like, I'm not going anywhere. That lets us know that this was his house. And he was probably doing some messed up stuff to women inside this house. Tess is telling Derry, listen, you cannot freak out around this lady. You cannot get upset. You can't scream or you're going to be in trouble. I'm trying to help you. He is sitting here being a freaking asshole. He's like, who? What? Oh my God, what the hell? Ugh, oh no. This naked lady pulls in a bottle for them to sip from and it looks absolutely disgusting. Why are you trying to give me spoiled milk with a condom on it? Oh God, is that hair? Ugh. She puts the milk in Justin Long's face and he doesn't drink from it. He's like, ew, this is so nasty. And Tess is like, bitch, if you don't drink from this bottle, she gonna kill you. Drink that shit. And you better make it look like it look good. But he does not. And it pisses off Naked Saggy Lady. Naked Saggy Lady ends up dropping in on them and Tess is playing along very well, I might say. She ends up going in and giving the Naked Lady a hug, but the Naked Lady is pissed off with Justin Long because he is not acting like a baby. He is actually disgusted with her ass. Now, Naked Lady ends up dragging Justin Long out of there because he's not playing along. She takes Justin Long with her, leaving Tess down here in this hole to try to figure out how to get out of. Now, she takes Justin Long and is trying to breastfeed him. I'm about to freaking throw up. What is going on? Now, while Mommy Dearest is trying to breastfeed Justin Long, Tess takes it upon herself to make an escape. Now, she tries to go back to that same door that Justin Long's dumb ass took the chair from. She realizes she can't get out, so she busts out of the glass and ends up climbing out of the glass. That's what I'm talking about, Tess. Tess ends up getting out and she sees the man that she was running from earlier, the homeless man. And he's telling her, listen, you're safe, you got out. You need to worry about you right now. You cannot go back in that house or you will not get up out of there. See, he knew something from the beginning. But it's the approach that he had that made her afraid. Now, Justin Long has had enough and he's right at the door of getting out and he turns around and sees that Naked Lady is sitting there, but she won't go to the door that he's at. I'm guessing she's conditioned to stay where she's at. He ends up opening the door and trying to leave. Now we get back to Tess and Tess is asking for help. She's looking for help from anybody who will listen. She's at this store. And the camera ends up going right back to Justin Long, where he ends up walking into this room that smells like pure baby shit. And he's walking and he's looking and he sees that this is a room with a TV, painted a wall with a palm tree on it. He turns around and we see Frank, the creep from the Flashback. Look, I don't know what's going on, but he needs to die. Naked Lady needs to die. And y'all need to go on about your business. Shit is getting too weird around here. Tess is trying to tell the police, listen, shit is going down at this house. Y'all need to come help me. And they're looking at her like she's crazy because number one, she's dirty. She does sound a little crazy. And the police are irritating my spirit. She's trying to tell them this is a crime scene. The lady down in the basement has already killed somebody. Y'all are not listening. The police officer's like, the only crime I see is you breaking this window. There's nobody in this house. Tess ends up going back in the house to get her keys to possibly leave. This should have been done in the first 5 minutes of this movie. I'm so sorry. The old man in the basement pulls out a blicky and Justin Long is like, whoa, 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 okay. Now we flip back to Tess and she's almost at her car, but she does not leave. She actually hits Naked Lady because she comes busting out of the house thinking she can go toe to toe with a 2,000 pound vehicle. That's when Tess hits her ass into the house. Fuck this Airbnb. It shouldn't even be on the market anyway. The creepy man in the basement, Frank, ends up blowing his own brains out, and that leaves Justin Long with a weapon finally. Now, Tess goes back into the basement. For what reason, I honestly don't know, because Justin Long is not worth saving. But when she goes down there, I'm guessing Justin Long thought she was the Naked Lady, and he proceeds to shoot Tess. They end up getting out and they're walking down the street. Tess is okay for the most part, but she is walking around with a bullet in her. Now they get to the homeless man and he's like, be quiet, come in here, get in here, and now y'all gonna be safe over here now. The homeless man is like, look, I cannot believe that lady let you get this far. Justin Long is like, well, who is she? He's like, just some crazy lady that been living there for about 40 years now. He tells them, listen, that lady was born there. Justin Long is like, I own that house. Nobody lives there that you know of. We learned that Frank, the creep from earlier, from the flashback, he snatches women and he brings them down there and he makes babies with those women, and then he makes babies with the babies. Yeah, he's that type of person. It's disgusting. Justin Long and Tess are like, listen, we gotta get out of here. I mean, Tess has a bullet in her. We gotta get to a hospital. Which way to the hospital? The homeless man is like, y'all need to stay here. He's like, why would we do that? That's so stupid. I can't stay here for that. He's like, listen, as long as I've been here, she ain't came up here at all. She ain't visited nothing. And that's when the Naked Lady comes in and kills this homeless man, because, I mean, never say never. They're climbing to the top of this building that the homeless man was living at, and the Naked Lady is running full force after them. It's getting real scary. Tess looks at Justin Long and is like, oh my God, you have a gun. Get your gun. He gets the gun and his dumbass drops the gun over the building. Now, Justin Long really looks Tess in the eye and says, I can get away, but you gonna have to slow her down. He proceeds to throw Tess off the roof and tells this Naked Lady, hey, come get your baby. The Naked Lady ends up breaking Tess's fall, and Tess is laying on top of her. Justin Long is really sitting here trying to tell Tess, listen, I didn't have time to think. I panicked. I that. No, you didn't. You were trying to save yourself. You've been an asshole since you hit the screen, and you're gonna get what's coming to you. The Naked Lady is not dead. While he's trying to pull Tess up, the Naked Lady wakes up and ends up poking his eyes out. Again, you cannot keep your eyes, can you? You got them snatched in Jeepers Creepers, and here you are again. Now, I guess I do have a heart, because when the Naked Lady realizes that Tess has been shot and that she's hurt, she starts freaking out and saying, Bebe, Bebe. And she's trying to help her, but she realizes that she's harming her more than helping her. And I kind of feel bad, because it's not her fault that she's this way. While Tess is holding the gun to the Naked Lady's head, she's still trying to kiss Tess on the forehead and saying baby, and that's when Tess pulls that trigger and knocks her block off. Tess ends up getting free, and I'm happy she got free, but damn, this was a roller coaster. Let me know what you guys thought about this movie down in the comments below. It's your girl Lady, and we'll be back quicker than you can say abracadabra.